sorry. I didn't realize that you could all hear me. You'll get to meet me and the rest of the cast soon enough, but welcome to Murders in the Air. Thankfully, the Largo High School Drama Department was gracious enough to give us the space to perform it. However, there are a couple of ground rules they required us to inform you on so we can have a wonderful show tonight. We hope. First and foremost, there will be absolutely no photography of any kind, flash or no flash. There are flashlights used in this show, so by you using them, you could potentially mess up the cast and crew, which means they might have my head. Second off, there are fake guns used throughout the show, but no gun sound effects present in this performance. If that presents as a problem for you, there is no shame, but this may not be the right show for you, as it is in fact a murder mystery, and it would be rather anticlimactic without the use of our firearms. Also, there is a very, very, very loud thunder and lightning effect that plays throughout the show. So please take this as your warning. Third, if you have not discovered this lovely fact, there are indeed concessions sold at our performances and an assortment of prices that we are only accepting cash for. So please stop by there if you can to support the theater and your appetite. And if you don't want to keep your playbill, please return your playbills to the playbill recycle bin because we're cheap and poor and the arts notoriously have no money. And finally, in case of an emergency, please calmly make your exit out the doors you came from or the side doors found on either side of the stage. And no, the murder is not an emergency, just a plot point. So, I believe that's everything for now. Sit back and enjoy the start of Murders in the Air. Lights!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I can have your attention, I need to make an announcement. I'm Jean Culpepper. I directed tonight's play. The, circumstances surrounding our production are a little unusual. You see, I was very flattered when Billy St. John, who wrote Murders in the Air, as you probably noticed on your program, if you got one, air is spelled H-E-I-R, Murders in the Air, get it? Oh, but we can do better than that. Oh, thank you. As I was saying, I was very flattered when Mr. St. John asked me to direct his play's premiere production. Actually, it was a work in progress. And he made changes and rewrites to the script throughout the entire rehearsal period. While it was very exciting to be a part of creating a brand new work, to tell you the truth, it put quite a strain on me, the playwright, and the cast.
You got that right!
Hush, Jordan! Actors should be unseen and unheard until that curtain opens! Sorry about that. The fact is, the cast and I are feeling a little nervous about the show because, well, it's not quite finished. Oh, don't worry. We will go on. The show must go on, as somebody once remarked. I don't know who said it, but I'd love to get my hands around their neck. Anyway, as I was saying, the play isn't quite finished. You see, it's a murder mystery, and most of the characters have great motives to kill. Well, you'll see who. The thing is, Mr. St. John couldn't make up his mind which character should be the murderer. He wrote several different endings in which the various suspects were revealed to be our culprit. And we performed them all for him. And he still couldn't decide. As it grew closer and closer to opening night, the tension in the air, that's A-I-R, grew so thick you could cut it with a knife. It got so bad that I feel it'll prove surrounded by soft walls with lots of padding. Some people have all the luck. The cast, crew, and I, though, are determined to provide you an entertaining show, even if it kills us. That's just a figure of speech. Of course, this brings me to the main point of me being up here, to announce that you're going to have to help us. If you look in your programs, if you got one, you'll see a loose slip of paper. Wrong way. A ballad of sorts. As you watch our first act, you'll discover which characters have the motive to murder someone. A person who will, indeed, be dead by the time the act ends. During intermission, we need you to check on your ballot which suspect you think is most likely to be our murderer. Give your ballot to one of the ushers that circulate around during intermission. We'll tally them quickly, and for the second act, the murderer that you all chose will be demonstrated up here. At least, that's what we hope will happen. It got very confusing during rehearsals.
Yeah, it's a wonder we didn't kill the playwright!
Look, we might as well get started. I saved myself a seat right up there in the front row, where I can follow in the script if things get a little shaky. Which they won't, but just in case. Are you ready, Cass?
As ready as we're gonna be.
Then, let's do it. Places. Lights. Curtains. Geez, do I have to do everything in this theater? Hey.
I can't. Can't stop.
Please! You know Mr. Starkweather's resting in his bedroom, just through that doorway. You mustn't startle him. I'm sorry, Miss Withers, but you startled me. My apologies, but I dare say a slight scare will do you no harm. However, a sudden shock to a man in his 90s
Why is it so
and Mr.
rainy?
Starkweather's medical condition could prove fatal. Remember that, girl.
Yes, Miss Withers. I guess this time has been a little edgy.
Yes, it is a tempestuous evening. I presume all the guests have been shown to their rooms?
Yes! Well, no. All but Mr. Starkweather's grandson, Mr. Simon III. It's a real long drive from his college, and there's storms.
You know, I hope we can start without him. It's already past Mr. Starkweather's bedtime, and he must have his rest. I assure you, Miss Withers, the room is spotlessly clean. I certainly hope so. Mr. Starkweather's asthmatic condition makes the merest most of dust, potentially lethal. I am Mr. Starkweather's housekeeper for many years. Before you came here, Miss Withers, I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. You brought the coffee?
Yes, it's right here on the table.
Then go back to the kitchen and help Minerva with the rest of the refreshments.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Starkweather gave specific instructions that he wishes to have everyone present in the drawing room at 8 o'clock sharp. I'll ask Bensonhurst to fetch the guests from their rooms. Mr. Starkweather will be ready. I'm coming, Mr. Starkweather.
I don't got all the cars parked in the garage like you told me.
As I told you, oh, why waste my breath? You're dripping water all over the foyer. Why did you enter through the front door, Rufus? I've told you a million times that servants never enter through the front door.
I reckon I forgot Mr. Dexter. Sad, it's raining out there.
And now it looks as if it's been raining in here, thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Go back up the way you came and maneuver yourself around to the back door. Do you think you can manage that?
I don't know, but I suppose I'm going to find out.
When the final guest, young Mr. Simon, arrives, I'll summon you to park his car for him.
Good. While I'm laying on, sit by the stove and see if I can grow hills.
Don't be impertinent.
How can I be if I don't know what that means?
Just do as you're told. Go to the kitchen and wait there until I call for you. Not that way. Have you already forgotten that I told you to use the back door?
Nope, but I was hoping you had.
That man is an idiot.
I heard that!
Where do you want me to put this one?
On the coffee table.
Careful with it.
Yes, ma'am. I think everything's ready.
I did it wrong! Put the cups on the saucer, so all we'll have to do is pour the coffee.
Yes, ma'am.
The others are coming down. Miss Van Zandt informed me that she wishes the servants to be present as well.
He wants the servants here?
Precisely. Even Rufus. Had I been informed of the fact sooner, I would have ordered him to take a bath. He has been out parking cars in the rain, so perhaps that will help.
If you ask me, Noah's flood wouldn't help.
Be that as it may, I shall summon him and Mrs. Trent.
Question. Why would you want the servants to be here?
I don't know, Nancy. Let me pull out my crystal ball and let you know. Do you remember what I told you when you first came to work here?
Yes, ma'am. Do as you're told and don't ask questions.
Exactly! Stick to that.
I will, Minerva. Oh dear, I never know what to wear on special occasions. I suppose Uncle Simon invited us here is a special occasion. Isn't it, Torres?
I suppose so, when you consider most of the time he treats us like lepers.
You think Uncle Simon treats us like psychopaths?
Not lepers, Mother. Forget it. And don't worry, Mother, you look fine.
Why? Thank you, son.
I'll tell you one thing, if we should ever inherit this mausoleum, the first thing we'll do is call the Addams family and let them know it's on the market.
Counting chickens, are we?
Minerva, we didn't see you in your attractive young helper there.
Nancy's a nice girl, and I mean for her to stay that way.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
I doubt that.
I don't understand.
I believe that. Now, Miss Campbell, why don't you have a seat and we'll get you a cup of coffee?
Coffee? That sounds nice. It's a little damp in here.
That's because there's a lot damp out there. How do you take your coffee?
Mother prefers hers black. I like mine sweet. I'll flavor it myself.
Whatever.
Oh, a lovely old earth.
These are delicious. Glad you like them.
You look very pretty tonight, Nancy.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, that makes me feel as old as great Uncle Simon. Call me Jordan.
She'll call you, Mr. Starkweather, the way a proper maid should. If anyone else is calling you a different name, it'll be me, and you don't want to know which one I'm thinking.
No problem, Mother. Change.
Neither do you. More's the pity. Now go have a seat with your mother.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Goodness, Cassie, I don't know how you stand living out here in the boonies, away from all the nice restaurants and movie theaters and shopping centers. Wow, I get so depressed. I just thought of it a week.
It's not that bad, Paula. I stay here during the week and go to my apartment in town most weekends.
look what we have here. 2 rays of sunshine to dispel the gloom. You look beautiful, ladies.
I swear, Cousin Jordan, you are a rose and a charmer.
I do my best. Won't you join us?
Have a seat over here. You'll be safer. Can I get you ladies anything? Coffee?
Thank you, Minerva. I take mine black. Load mine down with lots of cream and sugar. Sugar. I must admit, I have an enormous sweet tooth.
Maybe that's where you get that corn syrup accent.
And how are you this evening, Cousin Fiona? What? Oh, I'm very well, thank you, Paula. Well, that is just peachy. I swear, I don't know why we don't see more of one another. It's like the only time we get together is for somebody's funeral.
Well, aren't all funerals for some body?
Don't be so morbid, Cousin George. I, for one, am glad this weekend is stepped into the room. For once, no one is dead.
So far, anyway.
Alright, honey, this is Melanie. What did you mean by that remark, Jordan?
Oh, nothing. It's just when you called to say that great Uncle Simon wanted Mother and me to come up to Starkweather Mansion for the weekend, at first I assumed you were going to say he had passed on.
Yeah, you wish.
Candy, darling, I bet you know why great Uncle Simon summoned our presence this trifle evening. Come on, tell.
Miss Van Zandt will get into the particulars, but I believe Mr. Starkweather wishes to discuss.
Hey, well.
Really? Jordan, I'd appreciate it if you didn't drool all over the hors d'oeuvres.
Why, you misjudged me, Minerva.
Uh-huh. Where's Cousin Simon? Should he be here too?
When I contacted him last week, he said he could make it. Apparently he's gonna be late. If he tries to call in tonight, he couldn't get through. The phone lines are down.
Well, if we're going to talk about the whale, he should be here. After all, he is great Uncle Simon's only grandchild.
Yeah, and he'll probably get everything.
Excuse me a minute. I hate to interrupt. You guys are doing great, really, you are. Folks, I suggested to Mr. St. John that these family relationships might be a bit confusing. He agreed and was going to write in a scene when he, snapped, like a rubber band. So, I'll just tell you, I think the family tree might also be in your programs, but here's the way it works. Simon Starkweather, the old billionaire, whom you'll meet shortly, married late in his life and produced one son, Simon Jr. Simon Jr., in turn, married late in his life and produced one heir, Simon III, the college student who's late for the family gathering. The original Mrs. Starkweather, Simon II, and his wife are now all deceased. Old Simon's eldest brother, Paul, had a daughter, Bella, who married Lucian Thompson, an Atlanta businessman, and they produced a daughter, Paula here. Paul, his wife, Bella, and Lucian are now all deceased. Old Simon's younger brother, John, married and produced Ezra, who married Fiona here. And they had Jordan. This is Jordan, but you knew that already. Anyway, John, his wife, and Ezra are now all deceased. I realize that's a lot of dead people in the play, Jean, but had they all been included, this living room would have looked like a marching band had wandered into it. And believe me, it was hard enough moving everyone around as it was. At any rate, old Simon is Fiona's uncle by marriage and is Jordan and Paula's great uncle. That makes Jordan, Paula, and young Simon cousins. Second or third cousins? I don't really understand how this works, to tell you the truth. But I hope that clears up things for you. Sorry for the interruption. Continue.
Yo, lady, we don't got the foggiest notion where we are.
I'm not too sure who I am anymore.
Sorry, yes, duh. Resume with probably get everything.
You will.
Your cousin Simon!
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, and he'll probably get everything.
I'm very pleased with your investigation. I'll be happy to recommend you to my other clients.
Just doing my job, Miss Van Zandt.
Good evening, everyone.
Now, I know we haven't met yet, but I've got a pretty good idea who you all are. Just stop by the Central, right?
That's right, Mr.
Davis, call me mine.
From what Miss Van Zandt just said, I assume you're some sort of investigator.
Got it, pal? The private kind.
I see.
Who is this person here?
He's a detective, lover.
A detective? How exciting! Do you know Jessica Fletcher?
No, ma'am. She's out of my league. I do know who you two ladies must be, no?
Well, if you're a private investigator, I'd be surprised if you didn't.
That access settles it. You're Paula Thompson.
You are 100% correct. I can't deny I'm from the deuce there. If she came from any deeper south, she'd live in Central America.
And so you must be Kathy Collins. Nice to finally meet you in person.
Me too. Mike and I have been corresponding for some time now by mail and fax. On Mr. Starkweather's behalf, of course.
See, take it? No. I'll just here I
And I expect you to remain unobtrusive.
Sure will, as soon as I find a dictionary and look it up.
Sit by the fire, be quiet.
Glad to. Not backside, sorry.
Keep an eye on her. I shall do my best.
If all is in readiness, Miss Van Zandt, I shall inform Mr. Starkweather.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Editor.
There's coffee if anybody else wants some.
I could use some Minerva.
How do you take it?
Still, Miss Van Zandt, I understand Great Uncle Simon has called us here to talk about his will.
That is correct. Frankly, I did not think it was a good idea. Mr. Starkweather's health is precarious at best, and he doesn't need the excitement. I advised him to communicate with you by mail, but he insisted on summoning you to Starkweather Mansion. I only hope he can live to regret that decision.
Miss Withers, bringing Mr. Starkweather in to join us.
Can I move now?
I'll be right here if you need me.
To think I was once surrounded by presidents and kings, and my world have shrunk to this. A handful of relatives and a meager staff of hired help. Simon! Where's my grandson?
We presume he's on his way, Mr. Starkweather.
Oh, can't wait for him. Not enough time anymore.
Good evening, Great Uncle Simon. You look well.
Are you blind, boy, or just a habitual liar?
I was only making pleasantries, Uncle.
Save your breath. You've always been a smooth talker, Jordan, but that doesn't cut any ice with me. You're nothing but a greedy opportunist, boy. I ought to know. I was one myself at your age.
I guess it runs in the family.
You have a point. Well, Fiona, you look the same.
I do? Why? Thank you, Uncle Simon.
Oh, it wasn't necessarily meant as a compliment.
Great Uncle Simon, you're awful.
At my age and with my money, I can afford to say whatever I please, and I do. And how is my little Georgia Peach?
Lovely. I'm just peachy, Uncle.
I may borrow Mr. Starkweather, would you like a cup of coffee?
He mustn't have any. The caffeine would keep him awake and could affect his blood pressure. Sometimes his medications cause it to run a little bit high.
Apparently, I won't be having any. Minerva, you heard my keeper.
Sorry, but you need it, Withers.
Okay, Mr. Starkweather.
Oh, everyone aspires to live to a ripe old age. And for what? To be kept alive by medicines and machines. To be prevented from enjoying so many of little life's pleasures, such as a cup of coffee.
Starkweather, you mustn't excite yourself.
Oh, you see, I'm not even allowed to feel any strong emotions.
Aw, that is such a bummer.
Boomer? Rufus, you put it very succinctly. Boomer? No. I could have searched my vocabulary extensively and never come up with such an apt description. Bummer.
I'm glad you like it.
According to my doctors, I won't have to remain a prisoner in this weak, old body much longer. There's just one thing I hate to leave behind. My money!
Know what they say, Uncle. You can't take it with you.
Yes, that's what they say. Which is why I had Lois here draw up my will years ago. I suppose you'd like to know how I provided for you, my heirs.
I, for one, am a teensy bit curious.
Teensy bits, eh?
When something like this was going to happen.
Quickly with us.
Here, Mr. Starkweather. Breathe deeply. See what you've done? Imagine.
Somebody call an ambulance.
Yes, the phone lines are dead. It's all right. He just lost his breath. He just needs to breathe pure oxygen for a couple of moments.
Tell them.
Very well. As you know, Mr. Starkweather has been a phenomenally successful businessman for many years.
I'll say. He's been on the cover of Forbes magazine at least a dozen times.
I never read it.
He has the distinction of becoming one of the world's first billionaires.
20 years ago, I begged to graduate to advise himself on a few business investments, but he was too proud.
Yeah, down in his pride. Lots of pride and very little money.
If I may continue, Mr. Starkweather's fortune is now estimated to be in the neighborhood of, $50 billion. Oh my,
If I'd known that, I'd have for a raise.
I won't go into the context of the will, but it essentially bequeaths $1 million to each his household staff. That is Bensonhurst, his butler, Mrs. Trent, his housekeeper, Minerva Walker, his cook, his nurse, Miss Withers, his maid, Nancy Pollard, and his handyman, Rufus.
Hold that raise.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Starkweather, I had no idea.
The rest of the will goes on to state that the remaining fortune shall be divided amongst his surviving relatives equally. That is his grandson, Simon III, his niece, Fiona, and her son, George, will share 1/3, and his great-niece, Paula Thompson.
I always knew you'd do right by us, Uncle.
I know you got mad when Mama married his lovely boy, great Uncle Simon, but y'all must have agreed on one thing. Blood is thicker than water.
I bet Miss Withers can tell you if it is.
Now that I've announced the contents of the will, I have another
will becomes invalid.
What does invalid mean?
He's a load of this guy. Invalid. It means no good.
Oh, I got a brother that's invalid.
Gosh, Miss Van Zandt means we're not getting the money, you fool.
Dang nabbit! I was gonna buy a big screen TV with that.
Sid! Sid! You too, Lois.
Why did you decide to disinherit us, Uncle?
Found a better use for my money, that's why. Oh, don't worry. I didn't cut you out entirely. Each of you in the old will be receiving $50,000 each.
What? 50,000 out of 50 billion?
Well, Lois here advised me that it would be a good idea to leave you each a little something. That way you'd be less likely to be able to contest my new will.
You will? Hold on.
Did. That's why I had Kathy here stay overnight at Starkweather Mansion to type it up, nice and legal, for my signature. Mr. Davis, as an uninterested party, will witness the signing. Then Lois will file it at the courthouse come Monday.
Mr. Davis, if he's a detective, what could you have possibly hired him to do?
Mr. Starkweather hired me to conduct an investigation on the quiet. Over the last 6 months, I've traveled to a dozen or more foreign countries, checking in on some of the most brilliant scientists. Some well-known, others who prefer to keep their experiments hush-hush. I succeeded in finding one in Belgium. Let's call him Dr. X, who agreed to do what Mr. Starkweather desires, which is to clone himself.
What?
That's great!
I don't understand.
Thank God I'm the only one.
Those blood and skin samples you had to prepare. The ones you said would be examined by a specialist.
They were sent to specialists with us. Specialists in DNA.
I thought you were trying to find a cure.
I was not a cure for my various ailments, but a cure for dying, and I did find it.
Cloning?
Precisely. Through modern science, I shall live forever!
It's not right!
Oh, that's neither here nor there. Leave it to the moralists and politicians to debate for decades to come. In the meanwhile, Dr. X, as Davis named him, will be busy creating the new me. Sit down with us. A lot of you seem displeased, not, I suspect, because of the moral question, but because of your change in fortune. Too bad! Cloning is very expensive, especially since the process I require must be done in absolute secrecy. But I shall still have a sizable fortune for the new me to inherit. Without a doubt, I shall become the first person to become my own heir! My blood pressure!
If you'll excuse us, I need to take Mr. Starkweather's blood pressure.
Why don't you just take it right here?
Mr. Starkweather's arms are far too frail for me to get a good reading from them. This is an outside
But he changed his mind. Instead, he decided to clone himself.
What does cologne mean? Clone means to take some DNA from a person's body and create a duplicate of the original.
They can do that? Isn't that great? When the old Mr. Starkweather finally grows, I can get a job under the new one.
No. Mr. Starkweather will have to be born and grow up. It goes against the laws of nature. How?
It's all been arranged. Once Dr. X creates a new life, the cells will be implanted into a host mother who will carry the child to term.
Host mother. Who? Me?
Oh,
Why not? I'm young and healthy and beautiful. I'll make a good mother for little Simon.
How could you ever consider being a part of this travesty?
I'll be well compensated. And besides, have you known anyone else to give birth to a baby billionaire?
Oh, wait. Uncle Simon is giving his money to a baby?
In a manner of speaking, yes. The new will places Mr. Starkweather's fortune into a trust fund, which I'll administer. I'll release the funds to Dr. X to conduct the cloning procedure. After that, ample funds will be available to care for Kathy's needs and little Simon's upbringing and education. Once he's grown and properly trained to high finance, the fortune will be turned over to him.
The kid will look, think, and act like Simon Starkweather. Conceivably, parlay those billions into trillions by the time he's an old man.
But for what purpose? To leave it to another clone, then another, and another? Where will it end? When there's a Simon Starkweather with enough money and power to rule the world?
We didn't discuss it, but you might well be right.
I can't believe you condone such madness!
Oh, I can see why she would. Miss Fancy and the Collins girl live like billionaires off of Mr. Starkweather's money. Money that should have gone to us, not you, Rufus, and his family. And I guess you only get rich too since you're a part of this cloning scheme.
Oh, not me. I did the part I was paid to do. My job is done. I'll take my very generous check and go home. Frankly, I don't care if the boss's science fiction experiment works or not.
You should be ashamed!
Hey.
You should all be ashamed!
Tell him, Trent. I believe you've made your feelings quite clear, ladies. If you and the other servants will join me, I wish to speak to all of you in the kitchen.
Whatever you say.
We'll clear after you finish. I trust your ring. If you require anything else.
It might be nice to know there's a little pitter patter of you around the house.
Oh, shut up with this. Kathy and I will retire to my room. You might as well start typing up the new will now. I'll direct you how to put everything in the proper legal terms.
Sure, love it. The sooner we get things finished and signed, the better.
Wait, hold on. How come no one asked me if I wanted to carry the baby? I can do it just as well as she can.
You're Mr. Starkweather's blood kin, Paula. It wouldn't be proper.
I guess that would be kind of tacky.
Yes, it would.
Proper? You're about to conduct an experiment that makes Frankenstein like an amateur. And you're worried about being proper?
Hey, cool the kid before you burst the blood vessel. Mr. Starkweather has made up his mind. I get the feeling whatever the old man wants, he gets.
Succinctly put, Mr. Davis. Kathy.
I'll go upstairs and back. I'll go witness the signing of the new will tomorrow. I won't have any reason to hang around. Night.
We were robbed!
We were?
Yes, Mother. Great Uncle Simon dangled a fortune in front of our noses and snatched it away.
Oh, that was mean.
Me? The man is a monster. You saw the evil glint in his eye.
He enjoyed pulling the rug right out from under our feet.
At least he's given us 50,000.
To him, that's no more than tossing a dime to a beggar. And he's just doing it to keep us from breaking his new will.
Yeah.
I wish he would die. I wish the old goat would drop dead tonight.
It would serve him right. And if Uncle Simon did die tonight, then we don't have our money, would we, my dears? Would anyone care for a good bridge?